Hi, I'm Steven.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Cherry Knoll Whiskey Reviews. Today is day 2 of our 12 Days of Christmas Advent bottle calendar thing.
Yes.
So, 11 days left until Christmas, which means we are on to our second selection.
Don't mind the whining dog.
Right? She's had enough of hanging out with me out here.
So to remind you from yesterday, we were going through the smell, the nose, we were going through the taste, getting our own separate numbers, and then figuring out what it is and looking at the availability and the price after that, and kind of just getting one number and ranking all of these bottles.
Right, so
what we like best.
Each category is out of 25, totaling 100, and at the end of the 12th day, we'll be able to say, okay, well, this bottle ranked highest from the 12 that we have.
And it will be pretty much unbiased.
Yeah. As much so as we can.
Right.
Very light and sweet and fruity.
Yeah.
Floral fruity.
Like, it's like, it almost reminds me of a gin, but it's not quite there.
Yeah, not quite. It's missing a little bit of the evergreen, I think.
Yeah, definitely. But it's way more floral than a lot of whiskeys.
A lot more whiskeys than we've tried.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny, I said there isn't enough evergreen in it, but as soon as I said that, I started getting mental images of walking through a pine forest.
Yeah. Oh, I could see it. It kind of reminds me of the smell of pine sap.
Right.
Not so much like the foliage, but the sap.
There's a little bit of earthiness to it, though, which is what made me think of a pine forest.
Yeah.
A little bit of caramel, too.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm locked in.
16.
18. Yeah.
It's good. It's got a good nose.
It definitely has a good nose.
There's a lot to it, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, day number 1, it was very one-sided, but there's a lot to explore.
Right.
You already took a sip?
I did. On to the next thing. But the nose is complex on this. Not that day 1 was super basic, but this has like 8 flavors to try to pick out, while day 1 was like 5. So just like the next step up.
Right.
What are you thinking on the taste?
I'm thinking your dog is really loud.
Gotta play with everything.
Gotta play with the loudest thing in the shop.
Right. Well, it's that or a squeaky toy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to hear eat, eat, eat.
No, I definitely don't. I like the taste. It's very unique.
Yeah, it's like a sweet caramel, evergreen.
The caramel really kind of punches you.
Yeah, right in the beginning too.
Yeah. Yeah, like before you swallow, when it's kind of just hanging out in your mouth, it just feels and tastes like there's just caramel syrup in your mouth.
Right, I was going to say like a caramel drizzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very sweet.
It's got some spice to it though too.
Mm-hmm.
I almost want to say a rye spice.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a higher rye.
Right, high rye.
The spice isn't the spice isn't the first thing though. It's
No.
It's just 100%
it's
like sweet
honey,
caramel, honey, yeah.
caramel, floral, a little bit evergreen, and then the spice is kind of lingering
Yeah.
through that.
Yeah, as you swallow it, kind of builds in the
Gives
back
you a little
there
bit
a
of
little
a tingle.
bit. Yeah,
And, yep.
yeah, I like that
I
a
do too.
lot.
I think that's delicious.
Yeah, get a little bit of pepper, like black pepper, like peppercorn.
Yeah, a little bit of like barrel pepper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit. I like that a lot. Do you know what you're giving it?
I think so. I kind of went back and forth a little bit, but I think I've settled.
Where are you at?
16.
Really?
Yeah.
I gave this a 21.
Really?
I did. I like this a lot. This is number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah.
It'd be...
What does it say it is? The suspense is killing me.
Jack Daniel's Bottled and Bond.
I'm happy with this. This is going to rank very high when we look at availability and price.
Yeah, the second 2 categories, this thing is going to... I don't see how I can't score this at a 24 or 25 for both.
Yeah. And the only thing that might get in the way of a 24 or 25 is, do you think that it will continue to be as available? Because it's got the hype of like the whiskey of the year thing.
Yeah, no, I think this is now one of their
Staples
that will be on the shelf all the time.
Then, and the price is
like $30.
$30, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we have another bottle out here
This.
No, that can contend with.
Yeah.
Like, out of all of these other bottles, I don't think there's another bottle that can contend with price and availability of that bottle.
I don't think so.
Like, there's a couple other ones that are like, oh, it's a good price.
Most of the Old Forester gets close.
Right. But to match that price, you're getting down to, like, the screw top.
Yeah.
The 1870, which is, I think, the first corked one.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's 90 proof. So this has 10 proof on it. So,
I feel like there's no reason not to say 25 to both.
Yeah.
So, this is going to be a high one.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very high one.
It's going to have a pretty high score. I feel very foolish calling it a rye, though.
But
like that.
But I was right there with you.
That, like, barrel spice on it was just giving me rye notes.
Yeah.
And I don't remember this bottle tasting like this at all.
I don't either.
Like, I remember a little bit of banana, very little, and then, like, caramels and sweetness. I don't remember as much barrel spice.
No, neither did I. It's incredible. So...
I thought for sure I knew what it was. Like, I was 100%.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I knew you were wrong with the redwood.
Yeah.
But the rye or the barrel threw me off completely.
Yeah, I think the redwood has such a sweet caramel note in it that gives me that impression of it could be closer to this.
Yeah.
Did you add up your score yet?
Yeah, my overall score for all 4 categories is 89.
I've got a...
Which right off the bat beats the Old Forester 1910 by 14 points.
I've got an 82,
Yeah.
which beats the Old Forester out by only 5. So, which 4 of those points are in availability and price.
Yep. a great bottle. We said it when we originally did the video for this bottle.
Right.
But
It's hard to beat.
it is.
Yeah, just what it is and how it tastes, it definitely hits way above its weight class.
Don't brush it off just because it says Jack Daniels.
Right. I mean, Jack Daniels has been coming out with some huge, huge bottles.
Yeah.
Like, granted, the 10-year and the 12-year and some of their specialty bottles are definitely higher in the price range.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, they are hitting in that price range. So, I can't really fault them for having a higher MSRP on those bottles.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
Yeah, I think Jack Daniels is definitely 100% in the game as far as keeping up with times.
It's a heavy hitter for number 2. Let's see how the rest of this month plays out.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the 12 days.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, hard to beat right off the bat.
All right, well, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.